McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Valus Jones now on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Valus Jones on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Finds his back. Kyren Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Delivers another one to Williams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there.
Left side, and it's intercepted. Kyle Tucker makes the play. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick six.
I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game, or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Browns drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Now May coming off that pick. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
And the Packers 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. He gets this to Harold Fanning Jr. complete. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Working quickly here.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal, Green Bay.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backward. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Another for Williams. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing? Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Now May on 4th down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. James Pierce picks it off. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
First down of the game for James Cook. He's pushed straight ahead, nets maybe a yard at most. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
A gain of a yard.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson.
At the 9-yard line.
This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's a Browns first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Ready.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
68, Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Come on. 79 Broncos. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Richardson on 3rd. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Trey Tucker makes the play. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Richardson to throw again. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Mustang 19.
Once more now, it's Richardson. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the side.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Packers
kick the running back in motion. Here's May on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Down the field, Evans has it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. The Browns on top early. More from Cleveland coming up in just a moment. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. May now from the gun. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. Throw is caught. Oh, he loses the football. And the Browns pick it up. So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone. Look, you know, I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away the ending, it was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but all that work and effort, it's gone.
And all that people are going to remember is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
Finds him over the middle. And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line.
2 yards.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Working near his goal line. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd?
Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Set Cougar 19, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll throw again. Richardson. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
19
30-yard
tight,
line.
19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11, Bronco 80. Ready?
Throwing again, Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The 30-yard line.
Tag. Ready?
Back to the air. It's Richardson. This is Cox. That's Cup. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now, with a first down following that last play. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Chased out to his right. Pass cut, 9-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Browns continue piling onto this lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. That's complete to the ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Browns pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Oh, boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end, too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits, and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it. And they've done it on back-to-back drives.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Let's go. Go.
They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Good game here as he heads out of bounds.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Ready, take off.
Third and goal for Richardson. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns blowing them out now, 34-zip. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Browns grow their lead yet again.
Packers nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Made a throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's second and inches.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Completed to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
May looking to throw. Delivers another one to Williams. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Jalen Jones. So it looks like it'll be second and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Bails out of the pocket quick. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, kid, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry up here. May now on third down. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 27. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying to throw for it with May. That's cut beyond the marker. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers chop some of the lead off before the half. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers cut into the lead by another point. Well, they are getting boat raced already. Got to try to spark something up here, so they're going to try the onside kick. I think the Packers got to that one. The refs agree. Packer football. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Slot man's in motion right. May on first and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Back to the air. It's May. Caught for big yards on the right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers chop some of the lead off before the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Packers cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Well, they are getting boat raced already. Got to try to spark something up here, so they're going to try the onside kick. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Buying some time left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
To the air on this first down. Richardson on the move, headed right. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
18 rattling. Come next. Panthers 18.
Richardson to throw again. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a James Cook touchdown. McLaughlin sets on the extra point. And the Browns continue adding on to that lead.
49. Packers 14.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
And they're on 20-yard line.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Here goes the right. Hey, what's up? Crazy.
Throwing is May. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the 2nd half. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Each of these guys on this hands team, well, they're hand-picked, no pun intended, for the assignment. And they need the guys out there who can always be relied on to go bring in that onside kick without incident.
Rolling out to his left. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Packers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Max Melton with the INT. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Flush shot out to his left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Ready, set.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Hand off to Cook here out of his own read. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
And 9.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Richardson. Getting out to his left. And after some relocating there, Brock, they track him down away from the pocket. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
I think I heard everybody in the stadium. Yeah, Kate, including you. Say, throw it away. Get rid of the ball. Everybody heard it, except for the quarterback. And the sand in the hourglass, well, it ran out.
He rolls to his right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Packers have it after making their 4th interception of this football game.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the football. Run it.
First down. May buys time, rolling right. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's May. That's caught by Williams. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. They're in full comeback mode already here in the 3rd. An onside kick coming up. That kick fails. The Browns able to recover.
Yeah, these numbers, Kate, they're pretty clear. It's hard to recover these onside kicks. Nice job there by the fielding team, but you see why the rules committee, right, the competition committee, constantly searching for maybe new creative ways, because it is just so hard to get that ball when the other team's prepared for the onside kick.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Nineteen tight! Go!
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Packers have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. Fits it through the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Dose of the hurry up here.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's May on 1st and 10. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
May trying again here on 2nd. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Gonna need a little bit more now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Now he takes it, and he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down. Defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
May now from the gun. Looking slant route complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down.
Let's go. 19
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21.
56. Packers 35. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. Screen here for Williams. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Packers the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
May on 1st and 10. Buying some time right. Moving right, airs it out down, and they pick him off again! And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and it happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Gain 15 there, and that's a Browns first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, it can transform a short completion into a big play.
Working inside the red zone. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Escapes out to the left. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Richardson on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He completes it in traffic. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. For somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, well, do some window dressing here in the fourth. We've set it down from 37. First down throw for May. Throw left side, finds Fannin. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's May. Headed out right. Moving right, airs it out down the big game downfield. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. And the Packers first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's May again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. May off the play fake. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now, and you don't come up with that onside kick.
They get 23 on that one, and that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down.
65
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
70, Panther 11, Panther, ready.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away second down. A very tough third down play here. Here he goes, third and long. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to be fourth down, Brock. He's out of bounds, well shy of what they needed there.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other. I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here comes Williams on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
He's taken over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. To the air on first down, May. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Malachi Starks. Will try and make the most of this interception. He takes it all the way back to the 25.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
And the pack gets home. They drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Has it down close. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns put up even more points in a win. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns make it a 24-point ball game.
Packers 42. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Chased out to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. So second down coming up. Back to the air. It's May. Completed over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
It's Evans making the catch outright. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Packers.
To the air yet again, May. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Ready.
Play action with Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. That's complete. McLaurin along the sideline. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Play fake. It's Richardson. On the move, headed right. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. And the Pack gets home. They drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns nearing their 2nd win in the campaign. Now it'll be a punt on 4th down with Logan Cook out to boot it. Pulled in at the 20. Fights his way through a tackle. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus.
Massive hits. The ball's out. And the Browns pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up what's ever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
They're going to pass it here. Vacates quickly left side. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Packers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Has it downfield, working the left. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
May now. Forced out to his right. Going deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Caught, nice gain left side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
A gain of 19 yards.
Throwing again. It's May.
First down, Green Bay.
And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers putting up points in a game decided. Mike Evans with a touchdown. His third through the air this game. So up comes May and his offense, going for two. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a two-score game here late. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for two.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a two-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get two.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready, set up. Mark that. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, right?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a 3-score game in the fourth. McLaughlin attack on the extra point.
Lining up for the point after.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns stretch the lead to 23. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here comes Williams on the return. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it. First and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion out of the slot. May on first and 10. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down, May. Same guy, Wilson again. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Again, it's May. They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal.
Kate, how many times have we sat in meetings and heard from offensive coordinators, get down to this area, we got to be able to run it. Got to be able to run it. We get time coverage. So you know what you should do? Run it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Off the play action, May. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
And the Browns are on that one, so that should just about do it here. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
His kick is good at the ends, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So the Browns come away with the win. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory. Their point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen. This has been another edition of the NFL on